Hello, Dr. Therapist.
Oh, Harold! Is it tax season already?
Sure is, but I was actually hoping we could modify our plan a bit.
How so?
Well, instead of using the homeless for the charity work, we should use my gaming friends.
Well, that does sound less depressing. How has your gaming therapy been going, by the way? Any incidents since last year?
We can talk more about that when it's my turn. My friends are a bit riled up, so we should probably get started.
Pardon?
We've been arguing non-stop about who's the most dysfunctional, so I'm hoping you can help.
And they're coming here?
Yep, should be here in about 1 second.
I can't be the worst. I have too much going wrong in my life.
That's why you're the worst, Frank.
At least he can hold a conversation.
I feel like I heard from someone who wasn't invited.
That's not very nice, Dante.
How about we all agree that Mr. No Emotions over here is the most dysfunctional?
This is all so stupid.
So, who do you want to take first?
So, if I'm understanding this correctly, you would like me to judge you on how dysfunctional you are?
Yes, that is exactly what we're asking you to do.
Okay, well, I'm not doing that, but I would be willing to allow you all some free therapy in accordance with Harold's tax exemption charity program.
Wait, tax what?
I don't want any goddamn therapy.
Sounds like you're admitting that you're the most dysfunctional then.
I fucking hate you, Frank.
I have a question.
Yes?
Are you going to tell my mom that I'm doing drugs?
No. Everything you say is confidential.
Sweet.
Will we be doing a group session?
We're doing individual ones.
Oh boy, I'm so excited! Dr. Therapist is the best cheap therapist around.
I fucking hate this.
Just do your time so you can get back to multiplayer.
I hope everyone has an open mind and enjoys the experience.
Just because you said that, I'm gonna be as closed as possible.
I'm pretty stoned, so my mind's open as shit.
You're gonna want to prepare yourself mentally for the rest of them.
Excuse me?
They're all crazy in their own special way.
And would you include yourself on this list?
Oh no, I'm actually normal.
Do your friends treat you like you aren't in the main group?
Dante and I get along well enough, and Harold's always been nice.
You said Harold was?
Yeah, he's too friendly, honestly. I guess Frank's the one who made me feel out of place.
Was the past tense intentional?
Yeah, he's been better since he and Infinite came out.
So you'd say your relationship with Frank has improved?
I mean, it's still a bit weird since I hated his guts a bit ago, but it's been nice to not feel like a token and just feel like me.
Do you have other people to make you feel in place?
This isn't even my main friend group. My two friends don't get on often.
Oh, would you like to talk about them?
One's going through a breakup right now, so she's a bit of a mess.
And the other?
She's always a mess.
Well, we haven't talked about John, or the child you all call Noob. Can we talk about them?
Huh? No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. What? How did you do that?
When you're high enough, the world's a little more magical.
I'm very surprised to see you connected to Harold. Has he brought up your smoking at all?
Not any more than the others. They just haven't tried it yet. Or they don't like drugs. I don't know.
And is it alright if I call you Noob?
Yeah, you can call me that.
Alright, Noob. Is there anything you'd like to...
So-called friends call me.
So you don't like the name?
I only signed up for the Noob Armada to get to know people. But they don't even know my name.
Noob Armada?
They say the man has a plan for all of us as long as we pay the subscription fee. But I'm starting to question my faith.
Can we go back?
And the sacred script says Dante's cool, but he's a total dick.
Noob, it sounds like you're part of a cult.
No, I have to keep my faith. You know what the man says. If you find yourself thinking too much, you aren't huffing enough.
You should not follow that advice and quit smoking.
Hey, I don't tell you how to talk. You don't tell me how to smoke.
I just feel like you shouldn't use a substance to try and... Could you not do that right now?
Oh, no. I'll be honest. You might as well send the next person in, 'cause I'm not gonna be able to focus on anything you say now.
Alright, Doc. I don't know what Harold's pulling, but you're not getting any info out of me. As long as you don't know anything, you can't prove that I'm the most dysfunctional. Because if he told you that I'm, like, angry and yelly, that's like the whole group, and that's not fair.
Harold hasn't said anything about you. Our conversations are confidential.
Well, guess what? You're not gonna get anything out of me, okay? In case that loser's trying anything, my lips and my legs are sealed.
Harold is a very esteemed lawyer, and I don't think loser's a great way to describe him.
Well, then explain how he lost in a court case to me.
Do you find yourself doing voices often?
What did Harold say?
Nothing, Frank. You did one just now.
Okay, yes, I like to do voices, or maybe wear a costume, like cat ears, for example, okay? But there's nothing weird about that.
Have you had any big changes recently, Frank?
We started playing Halo Infinite, and that's been a fucking dumpster fire. Oh, and I'm gay now.
Now, Frank, that is a huge change. How did you reach this decision?
Just kinda got bored. We perverts just kinda like switch on a whim.
Do you find you switch a lot of things up in your life?
Okay, I see what you're getting at, and I do not have an identity crisis.
I didn't say that, Frank.
Yeah, but you would have reached that conclusion eventually. You'd say that the fact that I'm changing sexualities seasonally and I constantly play characters like Detective Frank are signs.
Who's Detective Frank?
Jesus fucking Christ, did Harold tell you everything? Look, I have a childlike sense of adventure, and that comes out through my character, Detective Frank. And yes, he will be the star of my first machinima once I get the franchising thing figured out.
What is a machinima?
It's what we're doing right now.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there's like this guy, and he follows me and the butt buddies around, and he records us. I mean, he's probably got cameras on us right now. I cannot believe what a blabbermouth Harold is. This is gonna end up as bad as my last therapy session.
What happened?
When I was a kid, I got into a fight. Wasn't too bad, just got a bit roughed up, but my mom got scared anyway, and she sent me to live with my aunt and uncle. But here's the catch. The only school where they lived was one for the mentally disabled.
It was the only school?
That's right. Lots of weirdos in there. It was in Flint, Michigan, so the water was fucked up. I had my first kiss there. I thought it was great, but she said I wasn't her type. And I asked her how she could tell, and she said, "A lady always knows, Frank."
How about we
She was
move
dead
back
the next
to...
day. She thought she could stop racism by eating crayons. I don't really think she understood how races worked. Oh God, here comes the waterworks. I'm unzipped. Did Harold tell you my parents were brutally murdered in front of my eyes? Okay, I don't like to talk about this. I was an uncrackable safe, a closed mind, and you inception me, you bitch.
I think we should see the next person.
Oh God, here comes the tears. Damn it, why did you do this to me? I'm unzipped. Is this what you wanted? See little Frankie cry over his first kiss and his dead parents.
I love my job.
Frank, I really didn't do much.
Don't you try to use your therapist magic on me again, alright? Here, just take this list.
List?
You'll know what to do with it. Oh, and by the way, I know how to spell. You're not fooling anybody, the rapist.
May I ask what you think of this in-game therapy today, John?
I think it is a productive use of our time. I do not believe any of us are truly dysfunctional, but I'm glad my comrades have gotten the chance to experience therapy.
That's very nice to hear. So, is there anything you'd like
I was once a member of a very prestigious MLG clan. We were known for how ruthless and aggressive we were. We remain undefeated as a team to this very day. After conquering the MLG and clan community, we saw nothing left to gain. My clanmates began to cause chaos for their enjoyment. I became conflicted, but ultimately decided to rebel against my clanmates. I caused them all to be banished, never to be seen on Xbox Live again. I'm finished.
That's quite the origin story.
Indeed, I have learned a lot in my journey. Afterwards, I traveled Halo matchmaking alone, until I found the group of friends I have now.
Do you include Frank in that group?
Of course, after our journey through the darknet, we grew closer.
Closer?
Yes, he said my name.
Huh. John, if you don't mind me asking, does Frank call you any names?
Yes, he frequently gives me nicknames. I appreciate that he is constantly looking for one that fits.
So you don't mind when he calls you a dirty little pig boy?
Not at all. The names are quite endearing.
John, Frank gave me a list titled Things to Call That Slow-Talking Monkey Fuck.
That does sound like his list.
On the list is a fart with arms and legs, a new kind of splooge, the cross between a clownfish and a beaver, and something called a grebo.
Yes, he is very creative.
Well, as long as you're okay with it. I apologize for sidetracking us. What about your story did you want to talk about?
I am constantly worried my past will come back to haunt me. I brought my comrades to assist me in handling clan business and mistakenly involved Harold.
How so?
He is now in charge of a very powerful MLG clan, despite lacking the skill to do so.
Huh, isn't Harold good at the game?
Not at all. Him becoming Santa Claus was a mistake made by a comedic misunderstanding.
I'm gonna need some context.
I believe it would be funnier to give you none. Now that I've reappeared in the MLG clan world, it's only a matter of time before shadows of my past return.
Will you be okay, John?
Yes, when push comes to shove, I know my comrades will be beside me. Thank you for talking to me. I have yet to tell my comrades of my past.
Oh, is it hard to talk about with them?
No, they never ask.
Fuck you.
Oh, thank God. Let's talk about that. Why do you feel that way, Dante?
Because I don't fucking need therapy. I am not dysfunctional. If anyone is, it's Frank or Harold.
Oh, why do you say that?
Well, you've already talked to Frank, and Harold can't retain anything. The only thing that makes him better than that stupid kid is he can kinda take directions.
You don't have to need therapy. Some people just like to talk.
Okay, and why is it in a fucking video game?
Video game therapy has helped a lot of people, Dante. Your good friend Harold's life has improved drastically since he began.
Where do you even go to school for this shit?
Video game you.
I shouldn't have asked.
Do you have something against video games, Dante?
What? Of course not. I just think an FPS is meant for first-person shooting, not this therapy shit.
How about we talk about life? Has anything big happened recently?
I started college, I guess.
Oh, that's great, Dante. Congrats.
It doesn't fucking matter, though. I'm already on academic probation.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Are you having problems?
Yeah, I thought the classes would be easier, and it really sucks.
What are you majoring in, if you don't mind me asking?
Business. And all the advice my mom gave me was major in that, and don't get a girl pregnant with an angry baby and ruin her life.
Oh, wow. That is a lot to unpack. Does your mother speak to you like that often?
Oh yeah, fuck her, and I don't give a shit about that. Failing is making me wonder what the fucking point even is. I go to school, which I hate, so I can get a job for 8 hours, which I'll hate, so I can grow old and die, which I'll hate.
That's a very bleak outlook on life.
Hey, at least I said I'd make it to old age.
Tell me this, Dante. Do you have anything you're passionate about, or hobbies?
I don't know. What kind of question is that?
A normal one, I think.
I guess it would be playing games. Even when Halo's a dumpster fire, at least it's still fun to kick back and play.
Well, you should try exploring that. Personally, I switched my major twice before landing on video game therapist, so I can relate to your frustration.
Change majors. Actually, not a bad idea.
That's just something to think about. You know, life doesn't have to suck.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, how'd it go?
Harold, I've been talking to your friends.
Well, duh.
And they spoke about you.
Uh-huh.
And I've noticed you act a bit extremely different than you do in the office.
You think?
You're apparently very nice, not able to retain information, and none of them seem to view you very highly. It's like you're a completely different person.
You think?
Yes! The level of difference makes me wonder if you have split personality disorder.
Doctor, I'm fine. I just like to unwind in the game so I can be my very best self at work.
Harold, can I just try something with you before you leave? It's called hypnotherapy.
So how'd your sessions go?
It was enjoyable.
It was cool.
She unzipped me, Dante. I'm unzipped. I'm remembering things that should have stayed repressed. Oh God, the memories, they're horrible.
It felt nice to be listened to for...
Yeah, you know, this therapy shit's not as awful as I thought it would be.
What was that?
How would we know?
Hey guys! What's going on?
What was that scream?
Scream?
I believe it was the therapist screaming for mercy. Did you hear anything like that?
Nope, not familiar.
Oh well, whatever. Let's get out of here.
Seriously? No further questions?
Yeah, this seems very sus.
We've already wasted enough time here, and I have some college classes to look into.
Today's charity scheme was a complete success. Good job, everyone. Oh, and if anyone asks, I thought you all were homeless.
Please, please don't hurt me. Financially by firing me from your charity scheme.
Hey. Don't worry. Your hypnotherapy worked. I finally feel free.
Free?
Don't worry, Doctor. You were right. The personalities were split. But now I'm in control.
And I just wish I knew what my purpose was, you know? I mean, I was introduced in the first episode, but haven't done anything since. I've gotten a few big parts here and there, but... I mean, am I the new Barf? A new big antagonist? A new butt buddy? What's my purpose here? When is it Tommy's time to shine?